I think Spice Girls is fine. I'm really sorry, but I think we're smelling as well.
Oh.
Okay, welcome to the 5th podcast. And don't adjust your screens or anything. I'm not Mark, become Welsh or anything. I am hosting. I get that. There's big things on this week, but the biggest one is that I am hosting this podcast.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Got
Yeah.
promoted.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's not because Mark couldn't get you or anything.
Yeah,
It's
no,
fine.
substituted in. But we have a bit of a Welsh flavour on this evening. I'm joined by it says here, the Beavis and Butthead, so Lee
Yes.
and Luke,
Nice.
have added to the Welsh flavour that's going on tonight. So like I said, big things going on this week. There's the World Cup.
Yeah.
There's the US Open golf. I have to get that in there. Brexit stuff. I saw that as well.
Oh, well done. You saw
Well,
all that.
but it's topical.
You saw all that, but you didn't watch any of those goddamn videos.
But,
And Love Island.
That's true, yeah.
The Love Island.
On Love
Brexit
Island,
talk
for
as well.
anybody who
Oh
does
my
that as
god,
well.
move on already.
But E3, we were talking about it last week.
A little bit.
And I know, general chit chat is going to lead that way to start us off. I think Luke's leading us in with that one.
Oh yeah. Are you happy for me to just bring up this can of worms now?
You go for it, Luke. You let it out. Look like you got something you want to let off your chest.
So a lot happened at E3. A lot of it was amazing. Most of it we kind of knew about already, thanks to leaks and everything, and the general thing of especially PlayStation just wanting to get trailers out there before E3, and E3 is then more a let's talk about it.
I was going to say, is that a general thing now, where you know everything that's going on before it kind of happens anyway? No big surprises.
Mostly because Walmart keeps putting up game boxes before their announcement. But no, it seems to be just a thing that's happened this year. I know Sony announced a lot of games in the week up to E3. Obviously not everything, but starting with Sony, I guess. Then Last of Us we knew about already.
Yeah.
Spider-Man we'd seen already.
Yeah.
There was a game that really escapes me. I can't remember what it was called. It was like a sort of Japanese samurai kind of game. It looked beautiful, but not made in like the style of a Japanese RPG. It was very Western, very hack and slashy, kind of like For Honor, where you have you aim,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. It looked very interesting. Probably not my cup of tea, but a strong show. And I forget what the fourth one was. I think I was just bored by that point. Oh, no, Death Stranding. A new game by Kojima that everyone knows about, but knows nothing about, even though they've had like several trailers. We still haven't got a clue what it is.
I was going to say, you're going to try and sum it up for us?
Weird.
So Kojima made Metal Gear Solid, and they're never really what they seem. None of them ever make sense. So basically, in Metal Gear Solid, you're kind of a spy, and then all the people around you have psychonetic powers and stuff.
Snake.
Yeah, it's a mind trip every time. But this looks, Norman Reedus has a baby on his chest, and water makes you go through time. That's about as much.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's...
This is all platforms?
No, PlayStation exclusive.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I've just shown you the Last of Us 2 trailer. What do you think?
It is the one game that probably makes me would want to buy a PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
I was just watching it and thinking it just looks like a film, and we were talking about the gameplay and the way the cameras move, and how that's so engaging to look at and to watch, let alone play.
Yes.
So if you haven't played the first one, do you think that you could go straight into the second one?
It's hard to tell without actually playing the game and knowing the story. I know it's several years later, but there are events. I think you'll still enjoy it if you just play this one, but there are events and things that happen in the first one that will make you emotionally, at least, a lot more invested in this one.
Because that's the driver for this actual game, is the emotional attachment you get to the characters.
Exactly. The story in any of Naughty Dog's properties, Uncharted, it's stellar.
So I didn't play on the first one. I watched some people play on it. Was a protagonist from the first one missing in the second one? Because I've seen some chitter chat about it.
Spoilers for the first one.
Spoilers.
Oh, is it really? Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I guess fuck it. So
I'm not going to play on it, so
no,
carry
it's
on.
not.
But yeah, I would
So
either.
Joel
I ain't
from the
spending that
first
money.
one. It's like 200 quid for PlayStation. Oh, snob. Joel from the first one. At the end of the first one, Joel goes through a thing, which makes him protective of Ellie, who's the girl you saw in the trailer. And by the end of them, they sort of settle down in a little town somewhere, run by his brother, I think. And in this one, he basically becomes like adoptive father. And in this one, at the beginning, the guy that you see that approaches Ellie says, "Your father chewed me up today." So we know he's in it to some degree. But they didn't focus on him at all. Some of the best parts of the first one, which was mostly DLC and one or two sort of levels, were when you played Ellie. And that's what I think that's where like the proper grounded sort of emotional stuff started to really hit. Like everything started to pay off that they'd set up in scenes before. And it's just masterful. It gets my chub on. So yeah, that's The Last of Us. Going more multi-platform, what was shown at the end of the Xbox conference was Cyberpunk 2077.
Now that looks cool.
Yeah, you did just show me after I did some of my research.
It's like I sent links to everyone yesterday, by giving them the whole evening to look at stuff, and they decided instead to look up Love Island and Brexit.
Well, keeping it topical.
Yeah.
But yeah, you said this game looks really cool.
I like it. I like its edgy, funky look. In the futuristic look. The characters, I think, it's going to be sort of heavily story driven.
Mm-hmm.
I know we touched upon. We thought it was going to be sort of like
exactly
GTA,
what I was about to say, yeah.
GTA
Crackdown GTA type look.
So it is going to be open world, but I think it's going to be more akin to something like Fallout, because it is a first person shooter.
Yeah.
But you also have driving mechanics, which Fallout Elder Scrolls don't have. So in that respect, it's like GTA 5. There's like Far Cry. There's multiple approaches to things. It's a mashup of several different things. So that's probably it. It's probably more like Far Cry, but heavily RPG. So it's all about getting augments and leveling up your character.
Bit like Mass Effect.
Story. Yeah. So it has the heavy, but excuse me. Based on their previous games, The Witcher, it's going to be a bit heavier in the character development sort of things, and the story's going to be way better.
And it's just nice to have a new IP as well.
Yes.
I know this game has been in production for quite a long time, and just
2013, I think.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah.
It'd just be nice to see something original anyway.
Yeah, and it's always nice when a studio that's known for only making one thing or one type of thing to come up with a brand new IP.
Yeah, if only Microsoft could do that and not release another Gears.
Gears. So let's talk about that. Gears 5, not Gears of War 5.
Another strong female protagonist.
Yeah, that seems to be the thing.
We joke about it, and it's honestly not the fact that it's going to be. Well, we don't really know if it's going to be just focused.
We need black females.
Oh my god,
that's what's missing.
No, that's wonderful. I think it seems to be. It was very very much spoke of jumping on a bandwagon or a trend, rather than being sincere. I mean,
there definitely seemed to be a trend going on.
Yeah, definitely. And Gears, yes, it's had a story, but it's been more interesting about the world and the lore behind it and what happened at the start of all these wars and stuff. It's never really been hugely focused on, or I should say, it's never usually been very strong at the in the moment story. It's what is emerging in the story that will get me to my next objective. What do I need to shoot?
And the first couple as well, I just remember them being fun.
Yeah.
And the mechanics, the way you moved around, blowing stuff up.
Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
It
it's
was
brilliant.
fun.
Oh,
So for me, I feel like I haven't played the recent ones
Yeah,
because it was drifting into deep story.
It
And...
wasn't needed. 4 wasn't needed. It basically erased all of the good work you did in 3. It was like, you know, all that stuff you did to stop the entire threat. Yeah, that was basically time sensitive. Been a couple of years now, so they've thawed, and now they're all back.
Yay!
Yay! So,
The other Microsoft exclusive, obviously Forza.
mm,
Andrew loves his cars. What do
I
you
do.
think?
I look at it and I was watching the trailer earlier. It looks beautiful. Set in the UK.
it really does look beautiful.
Got a bit distracted up until the point I saw like different cars and they were racing down a hill with the jeeps, and then there was bikes and rally cars. I just wonder how every Forza game is different these days. I know Horizon is the more open world one.
It's their more arcadey kind of thing rather than realistic track based.
I was more interested in. I think it's within 10 seconds. A tractor goes by,
Yeah.
and it reminds me of a farm simulator tractor. That's
Sadly,
how interesting racing car games are.
sadly, no Farming Simulator was announced this year. Not even at the PC gaming.
I tell you what was, mate. Command and Conquer mobile game.
Ooh, this will set him off. Light a match, off he goes. You're going
Right.
to talk about it.
You can
Try
go
not to swear
yet.
too much. You're allowed 5 swears.
Okay, Command and Conquer. Haven't released a game in 9 years.
I wouldn't like to even call the last one a game.
Yeah, and they were going to release Generals 5 years ago, and it got canned. But I think I'm going to actually play on this Command and Conquer.
Well, I am as well, but I'm not going to like it. It's. I mean, they really, really upset the fan base with Command and Conquer 4. It was a completely different game. It was a lot more point control based, whereas Command and Conquer has always been, like StarCraft, has always been about you build up your base, resource management, build your army, defeat your enemy. And it even had a good story. It was B-movie level, but there was this guy, Kane, who was in every game.
Yep.
Even Red Alert, well, the first one. It was fun, it was campy, people knew what they were getting, it never took itself seriously, and the gameplay was good. Really, really, really good. Even the dodgy console controls on the console versions, I never played on the console, but it worked, and people enjoyed it. And then Command & Conquer 4 came along and just ruined it. In typical EA fashion, absolutely ruined it.
And this is the issue, isn't it? If a game is free for you to download, then it's going to be, you can only destroy the space if you buy this.
Bite. The currency's already there. Oh, you're out of Tiberium crystals. Buy more Tiberium crystals. Oh,
Oh well, we're gonna buy it.
Yeah,
We're gonna buy it.
I'm not going to buy it. I'll play it for free up until I can't play it for free anymore, and then throw the thing in the bin.
That was quite a managed rant.
Fuck.
Oh, right, there we go. You were allowed 5 of them as well, so you got 4 left.
Four
But
left.
don't squeeze them all in.
It's just one of those franchises I grew up with, like from a young age. From
Yeah,
it being on,
same.
I played the first one on PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
And all the way up until Command & Conquer 3 is the best one. I was 2007, 2008. I think it was 2011 was 4.
My favourite one was Command & Conquer Retaliation.
Oh, the
With the Tesla coils.
the Red Alert
spin-off type.
spin-off expansion. Back when it was an expansion, not microtransactions.
With the mammoth tanks. Love the mammoth tank.
Yeah, but that's one part of the childhood ruined. Anyway.
So, obviously, some of the topics we're covering, a bit of Netflix chat as well going on, and Jurassic World Evolution. That's you again, Luke, isn't
That
it?
is me again. We'll come to it later.
Now, I realised in the Russian panic of
Russian panic? You on about the World Cup again?
Putin.
But in the Jurassic Park, made me think about this. Jurassic Park, there's the link. Made me think about this. But in the rush and panic
No.
of the start, and filling in Mark's shoes, I didn't actually ask anybody a question.
Did you get nervous?
I did.
Did you get
Oh, bless.
No.
So Jurassic Park made me think about it. Jurassic Park made me think about it because I remember getting it on VHS, and it was in a box that would look like it had bones and fossils coming out of it. Remember the most flamboyant thing I've ever.
You sure it
been
wasn't
given.
your dad killing a sheep and putting the bones in the
Well,
VHS?
I mean, that'd be elaborate. But cool.
Nobody ever see that case. Was I the only one to have that case?
Yes.
Wow.
Because I didn't have a dad who killed a sheep and put it on
Yeah.
the VHS.
In coal. But anyway, I wanted to know what the first film you saw in the cinema was.
First I can remember would be either
I
the
can
original
remember.
Toy Story or Flubber, whichever came out first. I can't quite remember. But there was 93, 92 sometime.
Was this like a trip with friends, or was this a trip?
Oh, it'd be
Parents,
Probably,
yeah.
probably
Parents
beef.
and friends?
It'd probably be beef,
Okay.
actually. Yeah.
Mine was Jurassic Park. So back on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, see, so my parents didn't pay for me to go to watch it in the cinema, but they did buy me a fancy case.
Yeah,
Well, I
lovely.
went to the cinema.
Which probably cost more.
And I just realised I must have been about 6 years old. So
Wow.
might have given me a little bit of nightmares.
Actually, thinking about it, I wonder how much cinema was back then, because it's extortionately expensive now.
Yeah.
Not that we're going to get into that, but
The first Jurassic Park I saw was second one, The Lost World.
Really?
And I definitely went with Beef and Leon
Oh,
to watch that.
I wasn't a great fan of the second one or the third one.
Oh,
but
not the third one.
yeah, but the first one, absolutely amazing.
Alan.
So we've got Flubber, Jurassic Park. I don't know if mine predates this or is after this, but I think mine was Power Rangers.
What?
Ew.
You must have been about
Mighty
12.
Morphin Power Rangers.
think
well,
that's-
I might not have been the first one I ever went to
Yeah.
see, but it's the first one I feel like I remember, going
remember
to see. I was
that.
on holiday as well.
With
What
a-
a treat.
With a purple gulp stuff.
I don't
Yes.
remember. I'd say I used to
Yes.
love. I used to love
I remember
Power
I
Rangers.
watched that on VHS in a normal case.
Who was your favourite Power Ranger?
never the
I
same.
can't remember.
What,
It was
you can't
one.
remember Power Rangers?
It was generally
Whoa.
it was one of those shows that was like if it was on a Sunday and I couldn't be asked to go to bed, I'd watch it. But
Really?
no, I
I
didn't really.
Well, the
care
Green
for it.
Ranger became the White Ranger.
Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Red Ranger, Green Ranger, White
No.
Ranger, wasn't it?
No, Jason was always the Red Ranger, first of all.
Okay. Was it red to white? Where was the green one?
No, it was green to white.
Don't remember.
Okay.
It was green. Because Green was a bad guy, first of all, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
And then he turned good.
Yeah.
Because he broke
Yeah, I
Rita's
remember
spell.
the green one being bad.
Yeah, he was an actual MMA fighter as well.
Was it?
I think he had like a pretty decent record.
I know the pink one was like a gymnast.
I think she's dead.
Oh.
One of them died.
Anyone watch
Kimberly.
the new one?
I don't know. What? Oh yeah, I have.
They did a new one.
Yeah, they did.
Bryan
I watched
Cranston played
Zordon.
Zordon. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
yeah,
not
no.
watching it.
Film.
Yeah,
Film.
film. Yeah, yeah.
Live
It was a couple of
action,
years ago.
CGI.
I feel like I want to watch
In
it
the
now.
cinema, everything.
I know because I watched it on Netflix.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, there's
yes.
there's a link.
I
Quick, let's
know.
jump
We
on
are-
it.
Oh, boom.
Absolute
Thank you very
masters
much.
of transitions. I have to say, I'm very proud of us all.
Come on, in, Lee.
Right.
Jump in with Netflix.
Netflix just released this profits. I think it's the most profit it's ever made. But my issue is there's too much content. How many times have you turned on Netflix and taken you about 20-25 minutes to find a bloody film?
Yeah. Just to sort of clarify, all of us have got Netflix and we all pay for Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Too much content.
there's too much content. I don't know how that is a bad thing. But if, for
Hmm.
example...
Too much of something can be a bad thing.
Yeah, I know. That's what Harry told me.
STIs.
But, you know, if I'm going to aim to go to sleep about 11 o'clock, you know, I want to put a film on about 9 o'clock for about a 2-hour film. It takes me 45 minutes to find a film.
I do agree.
So I'm going to fall asleep halfway through. And then I won't have time to go back to it because I can't be bothered.
I also think the search stuff sometimes isn't. Oh, I do it through my TVs, on my smart TV. So
Okay.
I sometimes find the search isn't as straightforward as easy as it could be on the TV.
It's weird 'cause you have to scroll up and then there's a bit of lag and then up again to
Yeah.
get to search. It's they want to serve you what's popular or they want you to watch. They're very reliant on their algorithm.
Yeah.
Like YouTube.
No, because the algorithm tells them when people actually start switching off through series, etc.
Yeah,
Just all machine learning stuff,
Yeah.
which they are miles ahead in front of their competitors.
Oh, definitely.
But and I'm sure they'll adapt, but I believe, I'm probably going to be wrong, but a lot of people are going to be in the same scenario as me and thinking there's too much. Whenever I try to look for something to watch, I never actually watch anything.
Yeah.
And subscribe.
I don't think I've ever or at least not recently, been bored and gone on Netflix to find something to watch. Usually it's something's come up in the media.
I'm going to watch
like
this.
Stranger Things new series or a new Marvel series has come up. I'm all over that. Or a film has come on there, like Brink. Was it Brink or Bright? Sorry, Bright. The Will Smith film.
Average film.
Average film. Still enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Kind of cool.
And they are expanded, with
Yeah.
all the original TV series and films and breaking into that market.
Lost in Space was.
I watched
amazing.
that. I really, really enjoyed that. Yeah.
But
for me, that's worth a subscription.
well, this is the point, and I think I'm only keeping it because of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But I think as soon as that starts going doom and gloom, which it will do in about 2 or 3 series, because they're just going to milk it as much as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Unless another
Yeah.
series comes like that, a breakthrough series. I'm sure there are a few good series out there, but I just haven't got time to invest in it. If by the time I've got my Amazon Prime,
Yeah,
my
I got that as
BT, the Disney service is going to come along, the Warner Brothers are going to come along.
But buying
just-
it all still cheaper than the Sky subscription.
Well, this is the
Yeah.
point. I think that there's going to be so many separate subscriptions.
Yeah.
That in about 15 years' time, we're going to go back to the same old model of something like Sky. And
Something that pulls it all together.
pulls it all together.
There will
because
be
we are slowly separated away. But I think something in about 10, 15 years, but we'll put it all back in together.
Somebody like Netflix. Yeah, well, this could be a massive. This won't happen, but somebody like Netflix will get bigger and bigger, and I feel like Amazon. I got Amazon as well. Barely go on it compared to Netflix. They could end up swallowing up Amazon.
I doubt it.
That's what
Amazon,
I mean.
because they're a big enough company on their own. Amazon
that's
Prime
true.
movies and
That's
stuff
true.
is still a small arm compared to the rest of it.
But that's the point. I go on Amazon more now because they got a smaller content. I've just gone through all the Lethal Weapons.
I mean,
I actually concentrate more on that before I go to bed.
Did they not have a Lethal Weapon series now? Or there?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
I've invested in time them up.
However, I am considering getting Amazon Prime now that I know The Expanse has been bought by them.
And they also got the Lord of the Rings
Yes,
license as well.
yes.
So,
yeah.
So
but
I think,
I use Amazon Prime just because I order so much shit off Amazon.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do it like every 6
Amazon
months. when
Prime
they
is
offer me a
amazing.
trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Amazon Prime.
But also, I want to point out that I actually tried to stop using Amazon because they treat their staff like shit. I try to put a moral high ground.
Allegedly.
But because I don't have much money, I use Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I was just thinking again then about the search stuff in Netflix. Like, you'll be scrolling down, and then I'll see a film that I recognise, and I'm not a big film buff, and I'm one of those people that dips in and out of everything and kind of watches a bit of this and a bit of that. And I'll find a film that I've scrolled down for 10 minutes, and then think, why is that film all the way down there?
Yeah.
That's what I think sometimes that's about. It's just that the search is strange.
The algorithm could definitely be better. And yeah, as I say, the search it needs to be up front and center, really.
Yeah, the search is very difficult to actually use.
Or at least one thing away, like going up and it's there straight away. Because it is very hidden.
Okay, cool. Is that your Netflix rant over?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
I wonder if Jurassic Park is on Netflix. But then if you're not watching Jurassic Park, you'd always play the game, Luke.
I'm not aware of any Jurassic Park game that's come out recently.
Ah.
Jurassic World Evolution.
I
though,
tried.
you
I
did.
tried a mark kind of link there.
You did. It was fine. It's even written.
I got lost
Give
in
me
your
a-
eyes.
Give me a 4 out of 10 or something for that.
4 out of 10. It's not great.
Bring back
rating.
Mark.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
So, life finds a way. I bought Jurassic World Evolution yesterday, or day before, I can't
before,
remember.
it was.
Time has been lost because I've invested so much time into this game. Basically, it's by a company called Frontier, who is made up of people who used to make Roller Coaster Tycoon, Chris Sawyer's lot.
Yeah, I tweeted them the other day, but they didn't get back to me.
Yeah.
You're going to boycott the game.
No, I'll give them another chance. I'll give them another
it's-
tweet.
Have you got the game?
No, and this is why the question is going to come up. Is that
Is Luke going to convince you?
Oh,
well, I want it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Jurassic Park. Don't get me wrong, and I love simulator games,
Yes.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, Theme Hospital, all that. Absolutely amazing.
quick tangent. Theme Hospital spiritual successor, 2 Point Hospital, was revealed at PC Gaming Show. I will be buying that. It looks amazing.
Really?
I sent a link to the trailer to your wife.
And not to me.
Actually, yeah, my wife might like Jurassic Evolution if it's a building thing.
Possibly, yeah. So basically, quick summary: it's roller coaster, Roller coaster. No, it's
Take
not that either.
3. Go.
Planet Coaster without the roller coasters, but with dinosaurs.
Okay.
Animation is amazing. All of it's amazing. So you get you build your pens, you research, you gestate or incubate your dinosaurs. You have carnivores and herbivores. Don't mix them. It's a fucking blood bath.
No way.
You can do that, can you?
Oh, well, yeah, of course you can. You can do whatever you want.
It's your world.
Yeah.
It's your Jurassic World.
But nobody's coming to your park if all your dinosaurs have been eaten.
I mean, they're there until they're eaten. So, yeah. It's quite in-depth. The tutorial parts of it are a bit shit. It sort of holds your hand for a certain point, and then, like, for example, it doesn't tell you not to mix dinosaurs.
Okay, yeah.
So little things like that, I think...
Well, common sense.
Common sense, yeah.
Just checking it out
Yeah.
there.
But a lot of people who will be picking up games these days don't really have many simulations of experience, because this is on consoles as well.
And this is my issue, is that in past games like, Theme Park World and Theme Hospital, etc., on the console, it's very difficult. And we talked about Command and Conquer earlier.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to navigate your way around the park and
It is.
try and put things down and get the right camera angle, etc. Whereas a keyboard and mouse, absolutely perfect. And this is why I tweeted Frontier about, if they ever want to get back to me. Is my laptop is pretty poor, unless I'm playing Football Manager. So I can't play it. So is it worth me investing on the console? Because my main worry is that if I can't play on a keyboard and mouse, I won't enjoy it.
My answer is yes. Because I use Steam Link to stream it from my PC to my TV, and I play on it using my Switch controller.
So you prefer using a controller than keyboard and mouse?
Mostly because I usually spend my days in front of a computer, like all day, work for work, and I kind of prefer the environment of just slouching on the sofa, but it's perfectly serviceable. You can tell the game has been built from the ground up with a controller in mind, at least. There's hot buttons for certain most used menus. You press left on the D-pad and got all your build stuff. Moving around is really easy. So your cursor is essentially locked to the center of the screen, and then you move left, right, up, down, wherever. You can pan around quite easily. The controls are there. You won't have the same kind of precision maybe when building paths and stuff.
Can you trap customers in with your dinosaurs?
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Absolutely. For
Okay,
you,
then.
absolutely you can.
You sold it to me with just those things. Dinosaurs will eat each other, and you can eat the people that come.
Yes, and also...
Eat the people that come.
Also, herbivores. So another big part of the game is, and it was actually a plotline in Jurassic World. People are kind of over dinosaurs. They want to see monsters, so you need to mutate your dinosaurs. You need to make them stronger, faster, more efficient, angrier. So you can turn a herbivore, which might come out with. They've all got ratings like aggression, attack, defense, even, and like protection. What kind of comforts they need?
Yeah.
So do they need grass around them? All this shit. And you can basically make them more aggressive by mixing their genome. So I built.
Do they give you specific animals or mammals that you can mix their genotype with?
I think, off the top of my head, from the research queue, it's kind of like, you got the amber with the thing in it.
Mosquito.
So it's like some of the DNA from in there, some of the DNA from the classic amphibians, which made them all female in the first one.
Yeah.
And there's a few others you can mix them with, which makes them more aggressive, less aggressive, blah, blah, blah. So I made a very aggressive herbivore who just was not having anything with being behind a cage, and constantly breaks down my fence and comes out, and I have to tranquilize it, pick the damn thing up, shove it back in, repair the fence with the ranger team. And ultimately, I got that pissed off with it. I literally just airlifted him into the carnivore pound and just let him have it.
Do they leave like little poos as well?
No. Or at
So
least
you gotta worry about that.
I've not experienced the little poos.
So your dinosaurs don't poo?
Well, I'm sure it's biodegradable. They poo outside. So if they do poo, it's probably just gone into the ground.
So as a side question,
Uh-huh.
if you could mix like some kind of dinosaurs to turn them into a super dinosaur, what would it be? Got to be a Velociraptor in there somewhere. They're the big thing in Jurassic
my
World, not Park. Park, not World.
World.
Man, it's the big one in the first film, isn't it? As well, the raptors clicking on the, opening the door, in the kitchen and that.
Alan talking.
Well, my favorite dinosaur is Triceratops, so I'll probably mix that with a.
So you have a T-Rex, Triceratops, Diplodocus,
Velociraptor, just
flying
thing, tortoise.
Wow.
Well, so it'd be slow but mental.
I think in Jurassic World they made the Indominus Rex.
Yeah,
I think it was called, and it was a mixture of a T-Rex.
I
and
saw
a
the
raptor.
pen.
The what?
The pen.
The pen.
Where they keep the Indominus Rex.
It's not real.
It is.
No.
The dinosaur's,
the dinosaur's not real.
The dinosaur's not real. The pen is.
Okay.
What?
It's where they keep it. It's where they keep it. It's not real.
Yeah, I went to Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
I went to I saw all the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So you know the big log from the Jurassic Park.
Oh, I remember you
where the
saying you've
highway
been.
met. Yeah. So I hid behind the log, and I had a photo of it. It was absolutely amazing.
Sweet.
So
So
if you're going to go to Hawaii, you have to go and see the Jurassic Park world.
Okay. So to sum up, Luke, what would you say is, I'm wondering now, what's the life span of this game for you? How long do you think you'll be playing? What's going to keep you coming back?
As a good, I say good. It at least has a sort of career sort of thing. So you got the 5 deaths, the 5 islands that are mentioned in the films, and you start on a new one that hasn't been done yet. And I think the career progression is to go through all 5 of them. I'm interested to see, because when you look at the islands overview, they're locked off until you meet certain objectives. But it mentions them, and the last one is the first one. So from the first film.
Right. Okay.
I'm wondering if there will be so there's a light story going on. Ian Malcolm's in it, what's his face? Jeff Goldblum. Actual Jeff Goldblum. Chris Pratt's face is in it.
Park?
Yeah, he's also in the new film as well.
Oh yeah.
Which, you haven't seen? You haven't seen it?
No.
No, me neither. I want to see it.
And he kind of guides you. There's a bit of a light story around that. I'm wondering what happens on this final island if the old stuff is still there. Because in the films, in Jurassic World, for example, they found an old Jeep.
Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah.
It's the same Jeep as well. If you look at the number, it's the same
whose
Jeep.
tires defy the laws of biodegradability because they should have eroded after 4 years.
Okay, nice. Accuracy.
But never mind.
I'm bored of Jurassic World now. Andrew, finish off.
Oh, we're going for the game, are we? Well, I was just looking at my notes as well. We make notes, fresh notes.
Lee makes notes.
Yeah.
We pretend to read them.
And there's stuff on here, Lee, you were going to talk about, I can't even pronounce it. Luffy, DBZ, One Piece, Death Notes characters.
Oh, that was just
and a button basher.
We love a button basher.
Is that what that is?
No, we were just talking about
the anime
E3
gossip
anime
thing.
game.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
because I love anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jump Force is a new game that we've got shown at E3. And I thought I was going to talk about it, but I thought I'd just bore you with it. It's just got all my favourite characters.
What is that anime cartoon I watched 2 minutes of and was literally what on earth is this?
It was Dragon Ball Z.
It was Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Absolutely amazing. I love it. I was watching in Japan.
I mean,
you power up for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Or an entire season.
If you want to get angry and get stronger, you have to scream.
Yeah. Maybe Super Saiyan.
You should know.
Yeah. I might need a pencil or pen for this, Luke.
Don't worry about it. Oh.
Yeah, he does need a pen and pencil. Yeah.
I suppose I'll just get one then.
For anybody listening, he's nipping off. Well, Luke, you can listen and walk and find a pen or a pencil, can't you? So this game is called Linked.
Ooh.
If anybody can come up with a better name once they realise what we're playing, then please let me know. So I've got a film. I'm trying not to show Lee. A film. You can't see anything.
Okay.
TV show and a game, Luke. Yeah. Thanks. Film. Oh, nice. Good throw. Film, TV show, and a game.
Right.
Okay. They're all linked by something that I've chosen.
Okay.
Okay.
It's going to be lesbian kiss.
It could be a place. It could be a person. It could be
French underwear.
Yeah. It could be and it could be quite tenuous as well as a link.
Is this like tenuous link?
No, it's called linked.
Oh.
Linked.
Is it tenuous?
Okay. So I'll probably be starting with. I'll start with a film. What I'm going to do, Luke, is I'm going to give you a word.
Okay.
Okay.
It's tenuous link.
Yeah. That's not a bad name. I'm gonna give you a word, and then I'm gonna give you 10 clues. Give you like 3 seconds to have a little guess
Just
what you
me?
think the film is.
No,
No, both of you.
both of us.
All right, okay.
And then whoever gets it first. So if you got it, what was your example? If you got it on the second clue, you'd have 8 points. If you got it on the
Alright, cool.
10th clue, you'd have 1 point.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm literally just gonna say a word at you.
Okay.
All right. And it's a film.
It's a film.
Film.
Okay. Ready. Everybody
Film.
ready at home?
Is
Grab
film
your
that?
pens and paper and
Film
pencils if you want it. Okay.
You
Film.
want it.
All right. So the first word, beard.
First say.
What?
Scrubs.
Oh, well, no.
It's a film.
Yeah, I
This one.
know.
Okay.
Beard.
Beard. Jurassic Park.
Okay. Second word. So you've all lost a point now. You can't get 10 points, Luke.
Oh, no,
9
bullshit.
points.
You said
playing a
3
game
So you
seconds.
get like
together.
3 seconds to
We're
guess
playing
when
a
you
game.
move on.
You did? Oh, I didn't read that. Listen to
Okay.
that part.
Otherwise, it's just gonna be ages.
All right, okay.
Second one, making no, sorry, go again. Second one, male bonding.
Beard and male bonding.
Ah, they've dropped out now. It's not 9 points now anymore. I'm afraid.
Right, don't rub it in.
The third one, fight.
Fight Club.
Not many beards in Fight Club, I remember.
No. Go on, next
Clean show,
clue.
isn't it? Okay, next clue.
Hurry up.
Luke's lost. Wilderness. Do I get to recap clues, or you got to remember?
At the end.
Yeah, if we're that bad.
My worry is that like neither of you have seen this. There's only 3 of us here.
It's a film.
You know, and all it's a film. Okay.
Yeah. Male bonding. Okay.
Now for me, because I've seen the film, this one is okay, and I put the clues together so I know what the answer is. Number 5, Death of Son. I will recap. We've had beard, male bonding, fight, wilderness, and death of son. There's some people who, you know, listening to this, Mark's kids. I'm sorry, I'm not Mark. Who are
We might
screaming
listen
right
more.
now.
Matrix Revolution.
No. What made you go for that?
I'm bored.
No idea. Okay. 6th clue, left to die.
The Patriot?
Oh. No.
Brave
Jesus Christ film.
No. We're on the 7th clue.
Okay.
Okay. So 3 points we get this one. 4 points. Nature.
That's like wilderness.
Yeah. Next.
Okay. 8th. Native American.
The Patriot.
What you say?
Did you?
Man alive.
I was like, wow, I got this.
Well, this is supposed to be a good game. It just might need more research or play into my audience a little bit more, but there might be people screaming at this.
Yeah. Give
Okay,
them clues.
alright, come on. Number 9. It depends. If you haven't seen this film and you're stuck in
Go
it.
on, go on.
Oh, yeah.
Bear Attack.
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Who's going to say it first?
I'm going.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Tensions.
You won an Oscar
Dramatic
for it.
music.
That's all
Yeah.
that matters. You
Dramatic,
deserve
dramatic.
I don't know what it's called.
Oh.
Revenant.
There we go. Luke, you get 2 points. Well done, Luke.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Got there in
Well,
the end.
you've seen it then, haven't you? So
No, I haven't.
So what was the final clue?
you both got L as your name, so I can't put L for Luke.
L-E or L-U?
The final clue was survival.
Yeah.
Because that was the highest,
Yeah.
highest like relevant thing on the keyword search I did.
Oh,
Well done.
okay.
Not
Next.
like it's any other game that we've heard, on any podcast. Cool.
Tenuous.
Okay,
Okay.
TV. Do you want TV or game?
TV.
TV first.
We'll finish off.
And
with the game.
again, this depends.
We get the game.
Again.
Yeah.
So
He
number
hasn't
1,
played
you get 10 points for this one. Okay. Number 1, corruption.
TV show. Corruption.
Breaking Bad.
Ooh, good shot. Good shot. Good
Number
shot.
2, crime boss.
Daredevil.
For anybody at home, I haven't actually seen this, so I've got no idea where he's going.
Luke Cage.
Number 3, bookmaking.
Next.
4,
TV show for bookmaking.
4, Birmingham, England.
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Luther.
It's narrowed down for a bit now, I would say.
Okay. Next.
5, gypsy.
It's a bit racist. You're not allowed to say that anymore.
Travelling person.
You're not allowed to say that either.
Next.
6, 1920s 1910s,
Oh,
1920s.
is this Peaky Blinders?
Yeah, look at Lou.
Nice, mate. Nice.
Luke gets, I don't know, 4 points for that, I think, innit?
Yeah. Why
He's
not?
on 6. Lee, you're being destroyed in the game that you told me to do.
Yeah, told you to do a game, didn't tell you what
There's a link.
questions to
Yeah, I
do.
know.
There's a link between these two.
Peaky
and obviously,
Blinders. What was the first one? Revenant.
1920s.
The Revenant. Peaky
Yep.
Blinders, The Revenant. Okay.
Pure
So this
dramas.
one's, you're all going to kick off once you do the game, and then it doesn't link quite like it's supposed to link. Maybe that's a clue as well.
Okay.
So it doesn't link at all.
So we're banning a game in. We're going to finish with a game. All right. Number one for the game.
He only knows about 10 games.
I know.
Okay.
So we must get it within
Battlefront
10.
2.
Sequel.
Mafia 2.
That's a good shout.
Thanks.
That's a very good shout. Go with the 90s,
Yeah.
like early 1900s.
Number 2.
So it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all.
Single player.
Mafia 3.
Okay. Number 3. 3-word title.
The Mafia 1.
You might want to move on from Mafia.
The Walking Dead.
It's gonna be something that you thought was a link and has since realised is totally not. So
Yeah.
There is a...
Go on.
There's a
Go on.
tenuous link.
Next one.
Number 4. It's linked to a film.
is that number 4?
Is that
Yeah.
number 4?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
of course it's going to be linked to the film because there's a link.
No. It's linked. The game is linked to a film.
Oh, right. So it's a film.
Tomb Raider.
The
No.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, actually it is. It's the Tomb Raider. I still never seen that.
Go on.
Okay. Number 5. Now this is my open doors. Rocksteady.
Arkham
Dark
Asylum, Dark Knight. Arkham
It is
Asylum.
Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh, it's a game. Shit, I said the
yes.
film.
Yeah.
So that's 5 points, Lee, for that one, isn't it?
Oh,
So with,
yes.
with a finishing of 6-5. Now, what could obviously top this off, and I'm going to give you the winning points. 2 points to the winner. Is can you think of the link?
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
Whoa! That means I did a good game because you did a good guess.
So, I don't know what the Revenant link is, Bill.
Because he was in Revenant.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And he's in Peaky Blinders, and obviously he plays Bane in Batman.
Not the game.
I know, and I knew that would be the slight thing that
Yeah.
would cause the fuss.
Fixed.
But it's the first time at that game. I didn't think I did too badly.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
4 out of 10.
Mark's gonna watch this back and think, what
No,
was he
the
doing?
score was... What was the score?
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about
the
him.
final score.
How many points
was
do I get for the
actually
bonus?
7-6 to Lee. Came back in the end.
I got 2 points for the link.
Yeah, 2 points to
Brilliant.
the link.
Boom.
I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
That's
Thank
not
you
bad,
very
way.
Very proud of you.
Has everybody said everything they want to say?
Yeah. Let's go and watch some football.
Wait to bated breath for Luke. Everything you want to say.
I'm good.
Okay, cool. Well,
I'm good.
thanks for watching or listening. Hopefully you'll come back. Mark will be back, and you'll probably do a better job than me next time.
At some point.
Maybe I need a catchphrase to end on.
Don't-
Gingers.
Don't.
Over and out.
Fucking hell.